What's the buns? Hey!
Eating balls and sucking balls and touching dicks and sucking, fucking, licking, looking. Oh, shit!
Every time, man. Every time.
You never give these guys a break. You're giving them always.
It's so terrible.
Guys, look at that Victor.
Yeah, that's me.
Victor. I was
I'm
wondering
Victor.
what your name was.
He's like,
Victor, instead of asking up here, I could look at your
We really should just do this.
I mean, realistically, if you're in this room and you don't know who these two are, get out. Like, that's just hey, what's up, man?
Is this your phone, bro?
No, this is, I'm sure, is somebody recording stuff? Is that what you are doing right now? Is that what these
No,
are?
I think some of the Wizard World guys came in, did. One of the Wizard World
Who
guys.
got an old ass phone like this? The iPhone 8X.
Well, you know what?
is out.
Well, it's on. It's recording.
Oh,
You know what it
yeah,
is?
it's
It's probably someone uses that just for recording and not their phone. So
Yeah.
they don't lose it.
Fair enough. I'm not judging.
I'm just saying, if you end up with pics, that's on you.
This is another one.
There's another one. We're charging you guys for this.
We don't do this shit. Come on.
That's right.
Turn that shit off.
I know. But someone just sent a dick pic to whoever.
It's lips.
Juicy one.
Yeah, that's veiny. Very throbbing. So how's OKC treating you, Jay?
It's good. It's good.
That's stellar. That
Yeah,
is
you
stellar.
guys continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I had sons of
No, we're ending.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the roast. The roast will be out. We'll have that finished and edited. Hopefully it'll be out soon.
That'd be dope.
We did do an escape room last night. We went over to the sanctuary, and that was kind of
I was
cool.
supposed to go with you guys, but I ended up having to go to the after party for this. But Thomas and
So you couldn't escape the after party? You
could
failed
not
that
escape. I
mission?
did. That's why I was like, I'm not even going to bother you guys.
Yeah.
Although I heard you guys struggle with escaping the hotel.
It was a 15-minute ordeal just to get there. I'm like, how can I trust you as a team if we fucking can't organize how to get out of the fucking hotel? You're like, order the Uber, it's 2 minutes away. Well, fucking get on it, man. Well, I'm trying to get a count. You don't even know how many people we have? And we're supposed to solve riddles in a fucking half hour?
But you didn't make one of them, right?
We did 2 of them, and
Yes.
what happened was there was 12 of us, so they took 6 of us and 6 of us. So the 2 escapes that we were set up for, one group went into one went into the other, and then we came out and then we swapped. So the first time we did the mob, there's like a mob one where you're being hunted by the mob, and I was part of that group, and we were literally like 35 seconds short of the hour of finishing it. And the other group didn't finish theirs either, which is in a gold mine. It's like you're trapped in a gold mine kind of thing. And then we swapped. And then the second time around, I guess it was the warm-up because both they finished the mob one and we finished the gold mine one. So in a way, we kind of broke even. So in that sense, yeah. But it was cool. I mean, it's a good setup. It also has like a giant haunt out there and stuff. You didn't even go, dude. We invited you. Well, your escape room was like, I finally finished the Lego, man. Did you finish the boat?
I went to, where's he even in here?
Oh, Matt, that's right. You went to
Gotta
Matt's
go to
house.
Matt's house and stuff.
How many by the way, on the ride home, how many Pokemon did you catch?
We actually got 3 new ones.
That's what I heard. I got the update of you and
Wait,
you were
which
like,
ones?
pull over, hold on. Got him! And his 2 younger sons like, son of a bitch.
They had them already.
Oh, they had him already? Like,
They told us there's a
told you get them?
Halloween update with 5 new Halloween Pokemon, so it's very exciting. Very exciting right home.
So they didn't escape your grabs. You caught them all.
You got to see. It was interesting. Matt's house is very interesting. It's like it reminds me of like if you go to Hollywood and you're in like a themed restaurant, and like literally the whole wall is filled with
Celebrities who ate there.
like Gilmore Girls. It's literally like every single poster, picture, theme, and then this wall is full of Spider-Man. This wall is filled, and they're all super neatly.
What the fuck, translator? Now do I gotta sign? Wow. Just fucking wow. Let us know when you're done, translator. I don't even trust this guy. The first sign was he's wearing a fucking Bob fucking shirt. It's probably some dude who's high and he's just having a seizure up here.
See, nobody does that in OKC. That's weird.
Well, you haven't been walking around because you're at some party or something. That shit goes down, bro.
No, I'm just saying, there was some weirdness at that party, too.
I bet.
Yeah. No.
Have you opened it up for questions at all?
No. I mean, I've told them that they can line up, but they've just been listening.
Okay.
You guys got some questions? Come on.
I was just curious.
Hey.
I didn't know if you given that option or not.
Always.
Yeah, man. I heard that you guys are working on a new Jay and Silent Bob. Because I heard you on the cat on 100.
Meow. So we're not working on it yet, but that was good.
That
Man.
was a really good job, dude.
We hopefully, if all goes as planned, in January we'll start shooting. It's not like we haven't started anything, no pre-production or anything. The script's done, and there's been a lot of like phone calls and setting up like, is it going to be in Atlanta or New Orleans? There's a tax credit here, and let's go here. So all that's going on, but right now the plan hopefully will be the first week of January we'll start shooting. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, hey guys, don't leave. It's going to get a lot better, I promise.
I was like, they're not filming it yet? I'm out.
But yeah, hopefully it goes as planned because I'm very excited about it. The script's super funny and amazing, and yeah, I think it'll be a blast. Just whenever we shoot, it's a lot of fun because again, like Brian and I see each other at the cons and stuff. We spend a couple days together, but sometimes we don't see each other for 6 months. But it's cool because when we shoot the movies, like we'll literally spend like 2 months together, and we'll get to see everyone, Kevin, and it's just like camp almost,
Exactly.
like summer camp. So I'm excited about it. I'm hopefully January though, but we'll keep updates. Of course, Kevin will on his Facebooks and the Instagrams and the tweets and the social media, the pieces and the cock smoking and the fucking. Oh yeah.
I'm still hung up on your meow. Because I'm imagining you. No, I don't know. Do meow. I'm just imagining you with getting a hold of Logan's kind of. Well, it wasn't speaking spell, but the thing where you pull like the cow goes.
See and say.
See and say? Yeah, that was it.
You have one
Oh my
of
gosh,
those.
there's a child here. We're talking about.
Oh, there's a couple shots. We forewarned them before you got in.
She
And
curses
so
more
they're
than I
more
do.
than one.
That's fine.
But by the way, do you like watch your language around your child?
But I don't even want. It's like a instinct. Like honestly, Jordan and I talked about this the other day. Like for some reason, I don't. It's not even on purpose. I just don't curse around her. And Jordan curses around Logan more than I do. But again, it's not even me being like, oh, like I just for some reason I don't curse around her. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is that why
so-
she doesn't come to cons? Like, because then you'd be like,
Yeah, then I'm like, hello.
oh, you are cool. What was your name?
Even now,
Bob?
I
Okay,
feel like-
here's your signature.
Yeah, like even now I feel like I
Nude to
can't
the
curse
nude.
now. Even though they were warned, I feel like it's like now like my fuck brain is
It's
shut
that
down.
daddy DNA.
Yeah,
right?
that dad sense is tingling.
It's shut down.
I'll cover that for you then. Fuck that.
Yo,
Who came up with the idea for the Silence of the Lambs deal on Clerks 2?
Kevin tells a great story about that.
oh, buddy.
But I mean, it's about you and how you just would always pull out your junk.
I think it was. I feel like it was because at the time, like yeah, over the years, I always used to like if I was at Kevin's house, he'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go in the kitchen and talk to my mom for a minute. Like I would lay in his bed with my pants down and tuck. And then he'd come in and I'd be like, come on in here, dude. Like, stupid stuff like that, or like we'd be at the, we'd be at a quick stop and I'd be in the freezer stocking milk for him, helping him out. And then I'd be like, hey bro, come here. And I'd be sitting there with like milk. Stupid stuff like that. But so
It's so not sanitary.
so stupid stuff like that over the years. But I think when he was writing Clerks 2, I had just figured out that Q Lazarus had sang that song, Goodbye, Lord. And so I was like, oh my God, dude, listen to it. Like, he picked me up there, we were going somewhere, and I threw a CD in his thing. I was like, listen what I found. And so we listened to the song, and then we listened to it again, and then like a couple days later, we were going somewhere else, and it was on my mix. Like, by that point, like, I was like, when I got in Kevin's car, I'd be like, here's a few songs, let's listen to these. And I think that sort of just got in his brain because we were listening to the song when he was writing Clerks 2. And over time, I always used to like tuck and show my mangina or my ball bag or something. So yeah, it was his idea, but I think, you know, in life, putting my balls in the penis back was my idea. But not in life, because I know more than just I do. I know there's probably at least 5 or 6, 7 guys in Europe tuck their mangina even before the movie.
Come on, guys.
It's just something you do. It's something you got to try out, you know. Yeah. So I mean, I didn't come up with the idea of tucking, but I think putting the two things together was sort of Kevin's idea because of that.
Dear Twitter, Jason Mewes invented tugging.
I do not say at all that I came up with tucking. I know everyone here is tucked. Everyone here. Not everyone, most guys here are tucked. Just like most girls in Earth. I don't know, anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, don't leave us hanging! Don't leave us hanging, bro!
I'm scared now with all this
What were
stuff
we gonna finish
on
with?
news,
Most women do what?
I can't say it.
Come on, it's like a game of Cards Against Humanity all of a sudden. Go ahead. We'll get back to that.
With all that being said, when you was in Zach and Mary, was that like full reign that you got to do, saying you like to do that kind of stuff?
When you say full rain, like full Monty is going on there?
Wait, I don't understand what? Wait, so in Zach and Mary, when I was walking with my penis out, was that my idea you're saying?
Yeah.
No, you know, I honestly thought when I read the script, I just assumed that just like in other movies that I'd come out and there'd be like a bowl of fruit, a flower pot. Like I really did. I just thought that Kevin... I remember like the day before we were shooting that it was like tomorrow is this scene, they give you a call sheet with what's going to be shot. And I was like, oh, so I see tomorrow's there's that scene. What is the idea? If you come up with an idea, is it going to be like a table in front of me and I walk or something like a cat, I'm holding a cat, whatever.
Or a stunt cock? All right, bring in the stunt cock.
No, but I never thought for once that it would be a penis, full-on penis show. I thought it was going to be covered up. Yeah, anything. Anything was going to cover it. A dog, a cat, a gerbil, I don't know. A guinea pig. Something was going to be there covering my junk as I walk by. But then Kevin's like, I've been thinking about it, and I think that you should just come out with your wiener hanging out. And I was like, I don't know, man. And he's like, no, I'm telling you, man. In the last 6 months, there's been a couple movies. Dudes are showing it's the thing now. Like, you can show your junk and get away with it.
What movies is he watching, man?
I remember him honestly saying there was the one movie where the dude was like swimming on his back. It was a comedy. I can't remember what movie it's called.
Glenn and Gary Sargros's meeting.
Maybe something. It was a comedy that some dude showed his prick.
Well, you know what though? You held yourself well there.
You did.
You did.
So I was. It was his. The idea was his, but I thought it was going to be fruit baskets. He said, "Let's do full frontal," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." Only because my family members always like get excited that I do movies. So they bring my nieces and nephews. At the time, they were like 7 and 9, and then like I just started dating my wife now, but we were together like a year and a half, and I knew that her mom and her godmother and all them were excited to go see the movie when it was finished. So I was like, oh my God, my mother-in-law is going to see my penis. So I just thought it was going to be really weird for those reasons. But then I was like, I'll just try to warn everybody. But the idea for the dropping of the orange juice cap and my ball bag silhouette was my idea. So I was only supposed to, in the scene, I was supposed to walk up and then take a drink. And on purpose, I was like, oops. and then everyone was like, oh my God. The fridge so the light will shine. So that was my idea. So I take credit for that.
Fuck you, Scorsese.
Yeah. Silhouettes of a ball bag, baby. You've had your hand up forever.
Oscar winner.
balls, penises, tucks.
You've got your own daughter now, and you've got more movies in the Askew-niverse coming. Do you think that your daughter's going to end up in one of these movies?
Wait a sec, that's where we're talking about my dick. My balls, and you talking, and then now you're like, is your daughter going to be in the next movie? I know you're saying,
Are you worried about that?
No, I'm not worried about like the content and stuff. No, I would totally throw her in a scene. Of course, a scene that didn't have anything to do with any of that. Maybe where she's in like, Build-A-Bear, and we walk by and she's in there like chilling, for sure. I'd love to throw her in like a quick cameo or something, if she's into it. We'll see.
Is she in your movie that you shot?
No.
Because I didn't see all the scenes. So.
Yeah, no. We have the trailer. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, you showed it to me.
I
It looks
did show it
awesome.
to you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I didn't know if you put her in it in some scene.
I wish we could. We had a screening. I'll show you the trailer here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Can we get this projection screen down? And do we have connectors?
Well, there's a
and stuff?
TV there. I don't know if the TV's with.
Oh, the TV's here. I actually could play it on the TV, but I'd have to go get my cord and stuff. So I don't know if we want to take that time.
If you want to see the trailer of this movie, come to his booth.
There you go.
Yes. And bring a TV.
But he's got the cord, so we're good.
So my question is for Brian.
Yeah.
Are you even supposed to be here today?
No! Wow, lowest hanging fruit you went for.
All right, thanks for coming, everybody.
Way to fuck it up, buddy. Yes, you're right in front.
How much of the Jay and Silent Bob movies is improvised, or is it all scripted?
Well, obviously you're in that more, so. Yeah, but I'm just saying, but they keep asking.
I know.
Will Ferrell, I know, was very quick with improv on that side.
I think, Brian's mentioned it too, though, but for Clerks, there was not one piece of improv. Kevin was super, super strict about sticking to the script. I would say Mallrats, same thing. I think he got, as each movie went on, he got a little bit more relaxed with changing a word or two. By the time Zach and Miri came, like Seth Rogen, a lot of it was improv. Will Ferrell did some improv, but in Clerks and Mallrats, it was pretty,
what was written, what
word
was done,
for word.
Yeah.
And
Clerks
Chasing
2, he
Amy.
allowed us a little bit more levity, like 85% scripted, 15% we'd give some influence.
Yeah, I would say even Chasing Amy, he tells a funny story about Ben trying to ad-lib down at the park when he's pushing her on the swing, and he says something like, she says like, oh, what is the line? Something about her getting fisted or something, and he's like, oh my God, so what do you do for an encore? Hit it with a bat? And he like ad-libbed that, and Kevin was like, bro, write your own movie. And then he said that, and then he laughs because he said then he went and wrote Good Will Hunting, and they won an Oscar.
But then he tells the story when they come back and you guys shoot Dogma, where they just won the Oscar, and then he started to try to take a take where he wanted to do some ad-libbing, and once again Kevin's like, listen, fucking golden boy, do what's the script. Like, all right, yeah, he gave him the take and did it, and he's like, okay, now let's do it the way I want to have it done. Oscar boy.
So it was, yeah. But I would say Jay and Bob, he was a lot looser. He let me ad-lib a bunch, Will Ferrell. So up to Jay and Bob, I'd say he was pretty tight on word for the script. He's like, look, I wrote the movie, these are my words, spit my words, don't ad-lib, so.
Do you have any favorite lines for your character?
I'm not even supposed to be here today. For my character, I don't know, but Brian can answer first. Mine, I don't know a favorite one. I don't know, I had a lot of fun things I got to say, so I don't know. Would you fuck me? I would say like a little quickie, Boo Boo Kitty fuck, I am the click commander, because it's so true to life. Oh, snappy! Eat that pussy! Lick it, that pussy!
I'm just imagining people wandering the hall. See, we're in trouble.
He's like, this is too fucking fine.
I know they warned us, but really? I didn't know. Dear Wizard World.
You know that I used to wear a shirt, it was my Sunday shirt that I love, and it says, I want to fuck your face. And Wizard was like, you can't wear that anymore. And it made sense, but it never really connected with me. Because honestly, like if there was kids that are like at the age of reading, I would like try to like cover it up and be like, all right, nice to meet you. But I didn't really realize how I can't cover it up all the time, and I'd be walking by and kids were like,
so, or you're taking photos and people are tagging Wizard World in it as well.
And I'm like, it's a great shirt though, right?
He's like, you can do that to a face?
Yeah. Out of my phrases, I would say one of my favorite that I like to use to get me out of things is like, try not to suck any dick on the way through the bar. That's usually
Have you ever had your asshole liked by a fat man in overcoat?
Man.
That's one of yours?
Hey, baby! Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Actually, I always wanted to know, where did "Let Me Find Out" come from? Is that just something you used to say?
That was one of my goofy things. That wasn't in the movies though, right?
No. When she was up on the roof and you're like, yo, if you're gonna jump, let me hit that ass. Let me just find out.
I didn't remember putting it in the movie. Yeah, that was something goofy that I'd say.
Oh my God.
Sorry, because I know we did that in the Australia London tour when we did our podcast and all that. We did like some behind the scenes, and I was going up to London girls being like, yo, let me find out. So
Has it ever worked?
it always works.
Yeah.
Not that necessarily, but just in a whole, this works, brother.
Apparently it's better than inviting girls up to your hotel room asking you to shower together, so apparently that's not working.
I feel like that's a personal story.
No, that is not. That's in the news. Read it up. Comedian.
How much of the Clerks story was from life experience?
Well, that was Kevin's life at that time. You know, he worked that quick stuff, and his good friend worked the video store, and he pretty much wrote that. But if you want to see a movie about how that all came together, there's a movie called Shooting Clerks that was made. That's making the film festival circuit tour. As a matter of fact, we were just in the Melbourne Film Festival in Florida. We won the Director's Award for Best Film.
These guys from London, it's like
Scotland.
you guys should go check it out.
Scottish guys,
Sorry.
yeah. So they got that Scottish accent,
They took
which
the
just to get
podcast.
over that and make a Jersey accent was a huge task.
But them going back and listening to all the podcasts and interviews and all this, and it's crazy to sit and watch for me, and I'm sure for Brian too. Like they go from like Kevin being like, I'm gonna write a movie, and to like holding the auditions, and someone's playing Brian coming in, being like, I'm auditioning for this role, but I'm now getting offered this role, and how is he gonna feel? It's really interesting to see, but it does tell Kevin's story from like this to this, how he stopped talking to Brian Johnson for a little bit, and why Brian Johnson's not in the movies. Brian Johnson from Comic Book Man, if you know, watch that show, and Tesdy, the dude with the beard. They were best friends, and they didn't talk for a while, and that's why Brian, you don't see him in Clerks, which is really odd, which I didn't even put together until I watched the movie again. Like, I was like,
And he's he's the real life inspiration of Randall. The character
totally.
Randall is Brian Johnson. So that movie, it's finishing up. It's doing its final edits and stuff to be released. They're talking about distribution, hopefully through Netflix or something like that. So look for a release date, probably by the spring of next year, I would say. But yeah, anyway, that's a great way to say it. Yes, in the back. Yeah.
Can I have your name tags when this is done?
I guess.
not mine, bro.
Sure.
I'll sell you mine for $1,000.
More like he's going to another con. He's going
I
to put
got
this
a
on a
phone
table
I'll
and
sell,
start.
bro. I'll sell you this phone for, is it a new iPhone? iPhone 7? We'll go $200.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to give us that 15
I think I paused
bucks.
it.
That's all good.
Is that 36 minutes of froze?
No, it's good. It's because you keep turning it.
Oh, I keep turning around.
Yeah, over here.
How close were they going to end the original Clerks movie to the darker ending?
It only screened that way once, and then Kevin's, when Kevin got advice from both Bob Hawke and John Pearson, his producers rep, they just said, "Look, dude, it's a comedy. Why are you ending it on such a down note?" And I got it that Kevin wanted to end it on, like, this is their real fucking life. This does happen every day. There are convenience store guests or, gas station, bodega store owners who get shot and killed. So he wanted to end it on a serious ending. I hate it when I read it, and I said, like, you really want to kill him? And I was like, well, he was the director, and that's what he wanted to do. So I'm glad we didn't kill him because we went on to do more movies. But it is a great little kind of side story about the whole thing. In the back.
Kind of a two-part question. The first one, Jason, yesterday they gave you an award from Oklahoma with regards to your sobriety and how you've shared that with people and how it's affected people. What's it like for you to be able to share that with folks? And also, with regards to the missing trailer, tell us a little bit about what to expect and when to expect things from the Madness Method.
Oh my goodness, that's some like hardcore stuff. Really sad. What do you mean the missing trailer? It's not missing, we have it.
You gotta go to the booth later.
So what to expect? I don't know. I don't really know how to answer all of those questions. This shit was all deep. Very excited and flattered that I got the award, honestly. That was super sweet. I don't know, it was nice. I see Kevin get them all the time, and again, I'm excited for him, but like in Jersey, he just got something, Kevin Smith Day, when we did the Jay and Bob, so we did a Jay and Silent Bob Guinness Book of World Records, and we had 282, I think it was, Jay and Bob's lookalikes in one spot, which was pretty cool. But we did it on I guess, I don't know, let's post those. Sure.
Yeah, it's on comic book, man. It'll be an episode of comic book.
So no, it's really flattering and sweet that they thought of me and said all the nice things that they did. And again, for the movie, I mean, I'm hoping that we submitted it to Sundance. Waiting to hear back. If it doesn't get in there, again, I'm not sure what the best process is, what the best way to go about it. I was thinking maybe. I would love to go to some cons, like if we're gonna put it out in theaters, or if we're gonna get it at some film festival, would be awesome. But I think it'd be awesome too. There's a lot of cool people in it: Dean Cain, Terry Hatcher, Casper Van Dien, Danny Trejo, Kevin, Stan Lee. I think it'd be cool to do some comic book conventions, screen the movie, and then maybe have like, a 30-minute Q&A afterwards with Dean Cain. Maybe the next convention have a Q&A with Brian O'Halloran and Stan Lee. So we'll see. I don't know. Like, again, I have these ideas, but I don't know what the best route would be to go about it. But I don't know. The movie's sort of an Earth 17, I would say, version of Brian O'Halloran, Jason Mewes, Kevin Smith, and everybody. It's everyone playing themselves, but in a different universe. And I don't know, it was a lot of fun, and I'm excited about it.
You guys are in for a very fucking awesome and funny movie. Just shooting it, I was with them for 10 days in England, shooting it with Gina Carano and myself and Vinnie Jones, and Jay crushes it. He really does. And then just seeing him flipping it and seeing him on the other side of the camera and directing was a really amazing, proud moment. I've known this cat since he's been 17, and seeing him go through his trials and tribulations of life and his sobriety and stuff, and seeing him now writing and producing and directing, and seeing him now is just, it's a great feeling for me, someone who has seen him from the age of 17 till now. I'm very, very proud that the state legislature here in Oklahoma recognized his efforts and his continued efforts in his sobriety by giving him this citation of appreciation, which I was like, dude, that's like a get out of jail free card today. I would have like, those 280 J's, I would have like, come here, I need you guys to do shit for me now. I command you, Jays!
So we have time for one more question, but before we get to it, I have an admission. Jay?
Oh no.
This is my admission.
Yeah, pretty much. So we didn't actually have an interpreter for this here panel, and I know how much you like to tease the interpreter. So this guy has been doing this entire time. He is not an interpreter. He was a fan.
turning red. When I kept being like, yes, push, and I'm like, why is he turning red? Because I can't imagine it's embarrassing to like, maybe the first time, but that's so funny because I for a second thought that, and then I was like, nah.
What's his name? What's his name? Give it to you. Stefan. Big round of applause for Stefan.
Thank you very much.
For any of y'all who's videotaping this whole thing and may have like put up on your Facebook or whatever, and friends will be like, oh, my uncle is deaf, and he said that guy is not doing anything. You may want to talk to Wizard World and they're going to fire that guy.
We know. So yeah, I just wanted to give you that experience because I know how much you love that.
I love it.
When that happens.
I was wondering, like, we don't ever get interpreters at these shows, but I was like, maybe, you know.
Well, we did get it the last one in Nashville. Nashville we had it, and you were fucking with the girl down there.
That's great. That's fantastic. Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
And then the final question.
This young lady has been holding her hand up for a while.
Yeah.
Jason, as a fan of comic books and having co-starred with Ben Affleck, what's your honest opinion about his role as Batman?
I like you asking his politics.
No. Affleck is politics these days.
I think. I remember beforehand when they announced him, and a lot of people asked that question. To me, I'm fine with it. I think he did a good job because I feel, even before he did it, I feel that the hard part is playing Bruce Wayne. Because really, when you're in the bat mask, it's really the decision. I feel like the hardest decision being in the bat suit is what kind of voice you're going to do. We're like, give me the trigger! So I was like, man, what is Ben going to do? Is he like, give me the trigger? Like, who knew? And I'm like, what if he said
Only
this?
in the bed he says it that way.
I'm just saying, I feel like that was like something to worry about. It was like, how is he going to pull it off? But again, they did the voice thing, and that was awesome. But as his Bruce Wayne, I think he was good. I feel like I always felt, even in Mallrats, he has a distinguished male, or whatever it was. He was like, he's smooth. He's in a suit. He looks good. He's smooth. And I feel like Bruce Wayne, I picture him as being a smooth, smooth scholar and a gentleman. But I think he pulled off the Bruce Wayne. So I'm curious to see the Justice League because I feel like he's got a little more stuff. He's going and recruiting everyone. I don't know. I'm interested to see, but I think so far so good. So I'm happy with it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. OKC, make some noise for these wonderful.
Come on by our tables. We leave in like an hour and a half or so to go to the airport.
Around 3 o'clock, 3:30, we're winding down.
So come see us, Dutch Rudders, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Selfies, Dutch Rudders.
Thank you, OKC. You guys rock.
Goodbye.